So you're right here, boom, explosive up, and explosive down. Yep. Go ahead and try, just do a couple, test a couple. Yep, boom. Perfect. All right, so the way it's gonna work is every time we start a test, it's gonna say, hey, where's your starting position? Go to that starting position, we hit start, it's gonna ask you to move to the end range of motion, slowly go to that end range, because it's gonna measure, okay, that's the end range, so that's the target that we're looking for, and it's back to that start, and then we go. Cool? All right, so here we go. So start position, move to the end, up at the top, back to the bottom. Now go hard. Hard. There you go. Good. Good. One more. Good. All right, next one, we're gonna go with the chest press. So go ahead and arm straight in front of you. Right, back up a little bit, bring it with you. All right, so the biggest thing here is to not let your feet or your shoulders pass that barrier, right? So pull it to you hard, push it hard. Yep, that's what we got, right? So the big thing is when we push it hard, it's gonna kind of pull us a little bit. So do whatever we can to fight to stay upright. You're too young. You remember Rock'em Sock'em Robots? You remember Rock'em Sock'em Robots? That's the idea, right? So right here. Cool. All right, go to the start position, pull it to you, cool. Move to the end and hold it. Back to the center. Good. Now this one's a little funky, so we're gonna do a vertical jump. And we're gonna hold it, so if you wanna come up and check this out as well. Right, so we're gonna go right in the crevice of our elbow. I'm just gonna put our hand. Alright, if we grab too tight, like it might be uncomfortable when we move, and the idea is we're going to hit the bottom, slow up tight. Cool. So, the tricky thing about this is getting that top position for the sensors, right? So go ahead and just quick step back. Beautiful right there. Alright, so go down into the squat position, jump up as high as you can, back to the bottom, and jump. Come forward, there you go, jump up, there you go. Try to stay close to the line because it's not picking up the sensor. There you go. 2 more. Oh, great. Alright, so do a couple test ones, just one arm. You got it. All right, that's your start position, fabulous. Move to the top, back to the bottom, as hard as you can. Both ways, hard. There you go, one more. Keep ripping. Hard all the way down too. Good. All right, ready to go on the left side? Rip. Good. There you go. One more. Good. Alright, now we're going to do a push-pull single-handed. So go ahead and stand just straight arm. So hold it there, yep, right there. That's your spot. Do a couple of pushes and pulls, but remember, we want to keep the shoulders behind the barrier. Yep, just like that. This is our Rock'em Sock'em Robots. Alright, so we're starting close. Boom, go to the end. Go to the end range. Yep, right there. Back to the front. Oh, hang on. My balls. Alright, ready position. Boom. There you go. Push, pull. There you go. Good. Alright, now we're going to go left arm. one, see how it feels. Take a little step up for me. Yep, right there. Go ahead and punch. Perfect. Remember, watch that shoulder, watch that lean. All right, start position. Beautiful. Here we go. This is a primary component of the sport. So with the straight arm trunk rotation, the first fault that I see with a lot of people is they try to ride this line and do this. What I want to see is arms straight out in front, and we're trying to hit those benchmarks on either side. Cool? Give it a couple of test ones. So just grab the straight arms, see how it feels, move all the way to the left. Yep, and then all the way around to the right. There you go. There you go. So the biggest thing with this one is don't stop in the middle, come all the way across. Cool? What's cool about this test too is we get to see where we're producing force in an angle, right? So we get to really see that torque, and we want to find out, like, hey, are we producing force late, or are we producing force too early? Because we want to have force at impact point.
So can you move your hips with it?
Yep. We want to stay square to the machine best we can, right? So there'll be a little bit of a shift. Alright, so move all the way to the left, that is your start position, good. All the way to the right, that's your end position. Back to the left, we got 6 good ones, rip. This, 2. Keep ripping. Keep ripping, keep ripping, you got it, keep going. One more, back. Good. One where we do want to ride the line. There, grab our little markers. And what this is measuring is that ability to explode off of one leg laterally, right? Both in the golf swing and in hitting a softball or throwing a softball, right? It's this idea of being able to produce force laterally this way. Most of life is this way, right? Sport is. So we're going to put these guys here at the edges, right? You grab this handle, keep it tight to your sternum. You're going to start on one side, get in that good lunge position, split over.
Is this also as fast as you can?
It's gonna hit that ding, but it shouldn't be too, like, it shouldn't be like completely paused, right? Like, own that position, right? Own it, as soon as you hit the ding, go. Cool. Do a couple test ones. So the biggest thing is keeping it tight to your sternum. Yep. Float over. Right, see how we lost that? Yep. Float over. Good. 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 All right. Don't use all your good reps. You get it? Yeah. All right, so the start position is going to be over here, right leg. All right, so get into that good, like, lean, ready to jump. Move to the end. Good, back to the start. Now go. Good, good, explode, 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 explode. I'm back. There you go. There you go, there you go, there you go, explode, explode, explode. Keep it tight, keep it tight, keep it tight. Yep, you got it, good. Oh, perfect. How was that? All right, let's look at some data real quick. Derek, look at yours first. Then we'll go back to Sophia's.
Can we get a copy of these notes?
All this will be in your email, 100%. So I want to compare you to golfers only. High school? Yeah, high school. Right, so now this will give us a really good gauge of comparing you to people that are more or less, right? So big thing here, overall power, overall acceleration, 29, 37 percentile respectively. So continue to grow. Like, how much do you eat? Let's eat a ton. Let's carry some heavy things, pick some heavy things up and down, right? But power and acceleration, right? They're also products of speed, right? So it could be that you're producing a whole bunch of speed, which we'll see on some of the other ones, and we just don't have as much force behind it, right? So continue to produce force, or it could be the other way, right? You're playing strong, but we need to, get that rate code and get that brain working, right? Because both strength and speed are neurological, right? It's how the brain sends a signal through the spinal cord down to make this move. Cool. Let's I want to see the rotations. There we go. See, like these were some of your best tests, which is awesome, right? The straight up trunk rotations. And let's look at it in 3D. So, starting from that side and finishing on this side, you see where you're producing force? It's a little bit like after the impact, right? Like if you have a center address, right, it would be a little bit after impact. Now, if you're driving, like this is fabulous, right? Because you're producing a whole bunch of force, right? If you have an address that's, falls up there, right? Like that's absolutely fabulous. And if we look at all the reps, they're roughly the same. The only thing we would want to see is like if you're losing distance on your irons, right? We want to maybe try and shift this back a little bit. Because what's interesting with this is the body has this weird safety mechanism where when the leverages are far away from our body, right? It tries to slow things down. So it's like, hey, because this is not as far away as it's going to get from you. It's a little bit closer here, it's a little bit closer here on either side of that center point, right? So the body's going to purposely slow things down here to produce less force. That makes sense, right? So if we look at the right side, we should see the actual opposite, right? So see you're producing force a little bit late on that side as well, which is totally normal, right? So it's continuing to get comfortable with high speed, high velocity under a heavier load than golf club as well. Make sense? Any questions on that? No? We'll go back to the session results. This is another one that is super, super important for us. Bilateral balance, right? So the bicep curls, tricep extensions, right? Maybe there's some learning curve with some of that because it's the first time you've ever used the machine, right? Don't sweat it. But what we're looking for with these is to basically be at 10% or less of a side difference, right? We're finding that 10%, something around 8 to 10%, is enough to reduce the risk of injury. Because asymmetry, whether it's mobility, power, output, strength, speed, whatever you want to talk about, asymmetry is the number one predictor of injury, right? But every sport is asymmetrical, right? You only throw with one arm, only swing club with one side, right? It's this idea of how do we find that middle ground between where you're not going to get injured, but we're also not inhibiting sports performance. Cool? Make sense? Any questions on that? So when I see this, right, like this is fantastic, like, pretty similar on both sides. Some of these are probably like, okay, weird test, like, it is what it is. But the more you do Proteus tests, the more we'll have more actual data to use to move it around. And the last thing is insights, and this will tell us, and all this is sent to you as well. And this will tell us where you're at. Right? So definite speed dominant, so we need to create some extra strength. That's what this is telling me. Here, as far as power output goes, right, we want to have a little bit more speed, and that's specifically with the pushes and pulls, right? Train strength, train power, and then no training recommendation, which creates power. Okay. Let's look at bilateral balance. So creating balance all the way. All right, so this is cross body, right? So we haven't done this one. So think of it like that curl and tricep extension. Just now the weight's going to be less than the other tests, right? The weight's going to be less, so you should be able to move faster. Do a couple tests once, see how it feels. Okay. See how she's got it close? Yep, right there, and then boom, slow. Good. There you go. All right, start position, up by your ear. Good, right there. Move to the end of the movement. Back to the start. Great. Now this is only measuring the down, so go down as hard as you can. Good. A little bit of that extension as you're coming across, right? Makes sense? Alright, let's go left hand. Let's do those last ones. So instead of flipping out, let's try to keep that back hand out. So, flip your hand upside down. Got it come across. You got it. There you go. All right, ready? All right, head up by your ear. Boom, start position, boom. Boom, explosion. Slow, good. Slow, good. Last one. Oh, fabulous. All right, we did this one already. All right, so this one's a little different, right? So it's still a straight arm trunk rotation, except it's, see how he's doing it, right? It's like you swing back, swing as hard as you can in the opposite direction. Exactly. So everybody. So start on your left side. Come to the end position. Move back to start position. Rip. Good. Yep. Good. Opposite of the goal swing, right? Good. Last one. Fabulous. You can guess what we're going to do now. The other side. Alright, so starting on the right, fabulous. Let's extend the arms out just a little bit more. There you go. To the end. Back to the front. Rip. Yep. Good. There you go. Extend the arms out. There you go. Last one. Boom. Fabulous. Alright, next one is a shot put. So measuring that right side, so this is your start position, right? And you're kind of punch that way. So give it some rotation and think about punching that way. Yep, you got it. Right? Do a hard one. Do a hard one, just get the feet. Yep, bingo. Beautiful. Move up just a little bit. Yep, right there. Alright, so move. Good, back to the start. Punch. Good. Good. Last one. Left side, do a couple test ones, feel it out. Trying to punch through the knee. Trying to put me through the wall. There you go. Alright, here we go. Alright, start position. Bar. Good. Good, good, good. Last one. Oh, beautiful. Some new data. Which will be interesting, right? So, same cohort. I'm just gonna go same cohort, right? But now the power numbers went up, right? When we start to get more sport specific and something that like closer to a movement pattern that you're used to, right? It's not perfectly the same, right? Like none of this is gonna be perfectly the same as sport, but those numbers jump way up, and it's the same cohort, right? So it's golfers that are just like you, which is awesome. How about that? 100 percentile on the shot put. That's fantastic, right? Let's see if that changes our bilateral balance. Good, these numbers look great. Love that. That's fantastic, right? Because being able to rotate the opposite direction from your swing is what a lot of people can't do it very well. A lot of people can't do it very well, at least with any sort of force. So that's a really good sign of injury risk reduction. Go to the same test results. Cool. Any questions on this? No? Remember, all this will be in your Proteus